Good there, buddy. Bevo here. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Welcome back to Space Engineers, everyone. So, alright guys, I am currently out here mining on a ship that I've already thrown up on the Steam Workshop, and I've already noticed that quite a few people have already downloaded and started playing with it. It is amazing. I am so happy with this ship right here. It's so cool. This is my new mining ship. I call it my Lunar belt miner. So it mines the asteroid belts around the moon. And it is, check this out. Okay, so I jump in here. This is a brand new cockpit. This is a modded cockpit that we're using that has LCD screens that is showing me exactly the percentage of my shields right down there. And then up here, it's showing me how many ores I have in there. So you can see it has like the stone is actually going down. You can't see that right there. The uranium, I have, almost 100 tons of uranium. I have 58 tons of platinum in here and some ice, which the ice is actually in my seat. In my seat, there's actually a oxygen generator in my seat, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm happy with it. But let me go ahead and real quickly kind of show you how the shields work. So we have our programmable blocks in here, 2 programmable blocks on this miner. One is TIM, that's our inventory management, and the other one is Shield LCD, right? So I just go ahead and rename, well, I don't think I actually need to rename the programmable block here. I just named it Shield LCD so I know what it is. And then I went ahead and of course I did the normal thing. I just went ahead and turned on this little script right here, which you can go ahead and grab from the Steam Workshop, of course. You'll have to add the Shield mod, right? And then a HUD graphics, which is another mod that's right there. So you go ahead and add those, do okay, and all that kind of good stuff. Check code, remember, and exit, and you're good to go. Now, to go ahead and start using it, I just went ahead and set a timer. The timer, regular actions, right? I went with run instead of run with default. I do run with default arguments for my TIM programmable blocks, but I just did run for the shield one. So there's that. And then I go ahead and just throw a timer right there. And then I go ahead and start it. So, boop, and everything was good to go. Oh, and the one other thing, the LCD, like how I decided like which LCD it was, I have to rename the LCD to Shield LCD right here. I don't think I have to rename any of these. It's just this one right here where the name is the Shield LCD. And so that's how it knows which LCD to go ahead and put that on. And yeah. So the shields is really cool. They basically, it allows me to go ahead and ding up my ship. So, like I can go ahead and run into stuff. And let's see here. There we go. You see there? You see how the shields went down, right? But nothing blew up. So yeah, so it takes the damage for the blocks. So that way I didn't lose any of my miners, so my grinders. So isn't that cool? And then it goes ahead and recharges it right here, with the power. So power just go ahead and recharges the shields. So yeah, it's all good to go. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's what these little blocks right here are. That's a shield block right there. I have 2 of them. And you only have to rename one of the shield things. And you're good to go. So that's the one other thing I should have mentioned is you do have to rename one of the shield blocks to, let's see, where is it? Right here, like this. Just go ahead and rename one of the shields to that right there. The other one you can just go ahead and leave it as whatever it was. And it goes ahead and adds them all together and it puts them in that little parentheses right there and you're good to go. So yeah, the other cool thing that's on this little miner right here is these. They're actually tiered thrusters. I've been playing around with this tiered thruster mod and they're pretty cool. I kind of like them. They're very simple, which I really, really like. Basically, well, let's go ahead and jump out. Basically, what tiered thrusters are is, let's see here. Where are they? Tiered thrusters. That's what these things right here are. So let's actually just go ahead and look down here. Where's my tiered thruster? So tier 1 thrusters are basically 2 stock thrusters, okay? And tier 2 thrusters are 2 tier 1 thrusters, which is 4 stock thrusters. Okay, so that's 4 stock thrusters, 2 tier 1 thrusters. A tier 3 thruster, and basically you can see where this is going. This is basically a square of whatever tier it is. Okay, so it's a stock thruster squared by that. So this is basically 2 of those, which is 4 of those, which is 8 stock thrusters. So you see how that works? So it's simple. It's just the square of it. It's so simple. I love it. I like little simple mods that just work. Of course, the power is the same. So yeah, I did go ahead and I kind of looked at how the power works. So for example, this right here, this is basically the exact same as 4 of whatever. So I mean, this is basically 8 of the stock ones, right? And it uses 8 times as much power. So it multiplies the thrust by 8 and it multiplies power requirements by 8. So yeah, it's just that the one thing it does is basically it gives it a smaller area. So you don't have to put like a whole gazillion thrusters on your ship, which is kind of nice. The requirements for crafting it, right? The components, it's not bad. It's not horrible. I mean, it's pretty difficult. I mean, it's not, oh, all my stone's gone. Woohoo! Oh, I'll show you how I'm doing my stone. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up some mining. I'll meet you guys at the base in a second. But I'll show you how I kind of do my stone. Is basically I have my connector. This is a connector. So, yeah. And then I go ahead. I just call them transfers. Left and right. So that's the, let's go ahead and, that's the left one. And then, of course, the right one over here. Right. And then I just go ahead and, oops, that's not what I want. I just go ahead and do Tim or stone priority 12. There we go. And then I go ahead and turn throw out on. And that way it just goes ahead and any stone I get in my inventory, except for inside the cockpits. The cockpits are currently bugged, but that's a stock bug. That's in stock to Space Engineers. Mods can't really do anything about that. But if I were to go ahead and throw this into the cargo, it's going to automatically, watch what happens here. It should automatically, once Tim updates, it's going to throw it into my transfers. So it's going to split them between my two transfer things right here. It's going to start throwing them out. So you kind of see the stones coming out now. So yeah, look at that stone go. Look at that stone go. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. Yeah. And did I show you this up here? Did I show you? Yeah, I think I showed you all that right here. Yeah, it shows me how much uranium and platinum I have. That right there, how I actually do that is, let's see. Let's go ahead and look down right here. Where is that one? That's the one of my LCDs, which is or LCD right here. I just put Tim or in it. So you can see I just put Tim or in the name. If you put that in a LCD, Tim automatically knows what to put in there. So yeah, pretty fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and continue mining, and then we're going to head back to our base and have all kinds of cool stuff. I haven't quite decided what I want to do for this episode yet. I know. I thought I'd go mining while I decided what I want to do this episode. I do want to go to the moon, but I want to make a. I want to go to the moon, but oh look, we have an eclipse going on. Oh, look at that. We have an eclipse going on. Oh, fantastic. I want to go to the moon, but I also want to, I want to build a big epic base inside of my asteroid, which I think that would be a lot of fun as well. So look at all this stone go. It's like I'm pooping stone. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'll meet you guys back over there. Check it out, guys. We have fancy LCDs. So yeah, look at this. This LCD over here is showing all of our components. So all of our steel plates, small tubes, detectors, comms, thrusters. We have one medical thing in there. I had to make some medical things so I could finish up my medical bay over there. Yeah. And we have this one right here showing all of our ingots. So this is how many ingots we have. And this is showing the ores for those specific ingots. So for iron, I have, you know, 560,000 iron ingots. And then, you know, 153 tons of ore. So yeah, that's pretty fantastic. And you can see right now I'm actually processing silver ore. So I have, you know, that many silver ingots. I was actually out of silver. So I just went and mined some of those. We got a whole bunch of that ores right there. So you kind of see what's going on right there. So I'm loving this. And then down here is showing my gas tanks, which I did actually add a whole bunch of oxygen tanks. I didn't need to. I don't know. I have no idea why I added them. I just felt like I didn't know, I guess. But yeah, you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm really digging these things. I'll show you kind of how I'm doing these. I have some programmable blocks down here. So I have my, that one right there is the TIM one, and that one right there is something called automatic configurable something or another customizable LCDs. I don't know. Let me go ahead and show you it. It's easier to see when, like, oh, hang on, it's this one right here. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and browse workshop. It's this thing right here. So you go ahead and grab it. You know, if you're subscribed to my little collection down in the description, then that automatic, you already have that. So it's this one right here. I just go ahead and do okay, and then check code. Remember exit, and I go ahead and set the timer up for that, just like I always do. And you go ahead and turn that off right there. What? How are you on there? I don't need you. Don't need you. And I don't need you anymore. So, all right, fantastic. Get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff. Any of this stuff we still need? Nah. Okay, you know what? We could actually, I'll probably get rid of these after I show you this. But yeah, so how this actually works is, for example, this one right here. So actually, we'll look at this one. It's going to be a little bit easier to look at first. Okay, so you notice we have components written up there. That's just text. And then down here, we have a little command that says, let's go ahead and open up this one right here. We leave public empty, right? The way we're doing it. You can use the public thing, but it's a whole different thing. I'll link the guide on how that works in the description below. If you want to go ahead and just use the public one, you can, but not for how I'm doing it. I'm using this thing called use text commands. And that means I can go ahead and enter stuff into this thing. And then, so center components, that's the text, right? And then inv list right here, components. So basically that's an inventory. Star means all inventories, okay? And then this right here, this little component part right here, tells it what it wants to go ahead and print. Okay, so it's just gonna go ahead and print the components kind of things. So yeah. And what this little command right here means is all the stuff is going to list all the stuff except for the ones that have 0. So if it has 0, if I don't have it, then it's going to go ahead and leave it out. It's not going to show it. You can just type in inventory if you want to, and it'll go ahead and show all the components, even the ones that you don't have any of. But I figured if I don't have any of them, then I just probably don't want them. So yeah, let's go ahead and leave them out. And that's kind of how that works. The other one over here, the ingot LCDs, I have a little bit of text right here. I have all my ingots, right? A little bit of text right there. And then it's showing its tanks, right? So we'll go ahead and look at that one. Ignore that one. Use text commands, center ingots. That's that text, right? Listing ingots, just like that. Echo, this makes it look like a little space. That's what it does. It skips a line. It's a line break is what it is. A little bit of text, gas, right? So it's printing out it's printing out taxes. No. No, please don't text me. No, it's printing out the text right there. And then we have tanks, hydrogen, tanks, oxygen. Yeah. And that's what's showing up right there. I dig it. I dig it. I love them. I love them. I love them. We're going to have a lot of fun with those. So what I actually want to go ahead and do right now is I am thinking I'm going to go ahead and start on my base. And then we're going to go to the moon. So we're going to do both this episode. We're going to start on the base and we're going to go to the moon. I was going to make this an entrance to the base. This episode, I want to go ahead and start on a kind of a big door. Kind of a big entrance door to kind of inside of here. Yeah, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put the door over here and not over there. What I think we're going to put over here is the bubble room, right? So this is going to be our nice little scenic room. We're probably going to have some, chairs and tables and that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, look at this. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at that moon. It's just amazing. So I'm thinking we're going to have a scenic room right here. And we're also going to have a scenic room right here. Because, again, amazing. I love it. And then back over here, we're going to have a big door. And then we might have another door right here. I haven't quite decided if I want to put another door right here or if I just want to wall it off. I don't know. I might actually just mine up that gold right there and wall that off right there. And just have this is right here as a little entrance way. And we'll just go ahead and leave like a little hangar area right here. I think that would be kind of good. So yeah, and I'm thinking, I don't know what the pirates actually target for stations. Like, I know pirates target the cockpits, right, for ships. That's what they're going to shoot at, is the cockpit part of the ship. So yeah, so if you put your cockpit kind of inside a whole bunch of armor blocks, you'll last a lot longer than if you put your cockpit just like way out here, right? And the pirates is going to shoot that, and then you're going to just like, your ship's going to just not be able to be piloted anymore. That's what they want to do. I don't know what they do for stations. So I'm not sure we know what their kind of main target is for our station. Maybe it's just everything. But I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and put maybe our medical bay inside of there, and also some storage maybe this episode. But before I start worrying about that, I just want to go ahead and put a door over here because I really want to get a big blast door over there. So I'm thinking I'm just going to extend the base out a little bit over to that little area right over there. So yeah. So I started extending our platform right over there, and I was thinking that since we're going to be working inside of this cave in kind of a somewhat of a claustrophobic type environment, that a nice small compact welder would be fantastic. So here is kind of, where is it? Here's kind of what I designed. It's a kind of a very compact, very small, extremely advanced welder. So just because it's small does not mean it's not crazy awesome. Because it's got 3 scripts running there. It's got our Tim inventory script. It's got a shield script. So we do have shields. So we go ahead and bang it on the sides of the walls and that kind of stuff. And then we also have our little LCD kind of management going on. So the LCDs like that down there, these 2 screens over here are going to show our inventories. The 2 on the sides, and we have our shield one down there at the very bottom, and I haven't decided on what to put on the LCD up there yet. So, but I think it's gonna be really, really cool. And then of course Tim is going to go ahead and manage our inventories and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and post this up on the Steam Workshop, so if anyone wants to go ahead and grab it, there you go. I love this welder. It's not quite as fast as the one I had with the 2 welders on the front, but the most important thing for me for a welder is always to be able to get a large quantity of items that I need in order to kind of build something to where I want to build it. And this thing, it does build pretty fast, but most importantly, it's got a large cargo container and it's got screens. Yeah, the screen over there on the left and right are actually considered one screen. I'll show you how I did that. I did this little iLink thing right here. You see where it says iLink, and then I go ahead and do Shields LCD 1. So that means that this is going to be, these 2 right here are linked together. This is number 1, this is number 2. And so whatever I program into number 1 actually shows up on both number 1 and number 2. So that's kind of how that works, is two kind of monitors as one screen. So I love it. I love it. Still haven't decided what I went up there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking I'm going to build like maybe a little something that comes up over here, maybe like a little pillars or something like that. And then we're going to do a door. Yeah. I've run into a little bit of an issue. I built this little sucker right over here to kind of make the door right here where we originally wanted it. That door right there. However, it would have to be rotated 45 degrees off. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I can make a large ship, go ahead and connect it up with a connector and have it rotated 45 degrees off and then turn that large ship into a station. And that would be the station that's going to be inside of here. However, I just came up with another idea. So I ended up building this right over here. And this right here, it actually works out perfect. It is perfectly rotated for the asteroid in here. So bringing a ship in here like this, right? We're not going to be bringing any huge ships inside of here. Huge ships are going to have to be docked out there on this little platform. This platform out here eventually will be turned into, it's going to be transitioned into a large ship, kind of a capital or mothership docking station is what that eventually is. All this stuff that's on here is going to be moved inside of the asteroid. That's my plan. But this right here, look at that, look at that. It works out perfect. This door works out perfect for coming into the asteroid right here. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And coming out, it looks amazing. I mean, you come out here, you have the moon, you have the Earth, you have that asteroid right over there. It's just kind of perfect. So I like it. I like it. I like it. We are going to have to put an observation room. I was thinking observation room right down here. I'll probably use the miner with the tunnel mode to go ahead and dig a hole right through there and put like the little bubble room that we have maybe right here on this little thing. On this little kind of rock right here would be amazing. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start welding this sucker up, and we're going to go ahead and do a door, and then we're going to head off to the moon maybe. Hopefully, I'm really hoping you have time to go to the moon this episode. I don't know. All right, guys, so this is coming along great. I love this door. Is going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to check it out. Okay, so what I'm kind of thinking of doing is we're going to be using something called a force field door, number 10. Number 10, there's like a whole bunch of them. And I'm using the number 10 version because that means it's 10 long, which is how long this doorway is going to be. So we'll go ahead and add a whole bunch of these all the way down. Apparently, they don't have a build, like a construction, whatever you want to call it. But that's cool. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and add these like this right here. Boom. Okay, so we've got those down there. Do we have to weld? I'm sure we have to weld these things up now. It's kind of weird that they just kind of are there. So, all right, go ahead and weld, my little friend. Weld, my little friend. All right, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and weld these up, and then we're gonna set up a sensor and a button, and we're gonna test these suckers out. All right, let's go ahead and give our new door a try. So I set up a button, a sensor, and I've set up a whole bunch of groups. So all of our force fields are now in a group. So we'll go ahead and grab this, and we'll go ahead and drag it down here and just do open, close. So if I go ahead and hit that, look at that, look at that. Oh, it looks amazing. So I can go ahead and open and close it from right here. So boop, boop, like that. Also, I set up a sensor right here. So, and I set up a whole bunch of like little areas. So hopefully the areas are pretty close. Now I was kind of thinking that we'd go ahead and do something like, let's see, open, and how about you close? So open and close. When I get into range. So that should be good. I do want it to, okay, I have detect small ships, so that should be good. And detect friendly and owner, but not these guys, not the bad guys. Because we want to keep the bad guys out. The bad guys are bad. We don't want them. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into you. Wait, where's your hangar? All right, where's your cockpit? Your hangar. No, I'm about to set up a hangar here. Okay, so is this thing going to open for me? Woo, look at that. It opens. All right, so we fly on through. And it closes. It closes. Oh, fantastic. So I come back up here, and it opens back up for us. And then I leave, and you're going to close for me. I may have to mess around with the sensor range. Yeah, the DirectX 11 is a bit kind of, it makes it hard to tell where the sensor range is. So, yeah, see here? I think it's a little bit too far out this way. So, you should be closing right about now. Yeah, it's too far over this way. But, yeah. So, okay, let's go visit the moon. Hopefully, we have enough. Let me check how long this episode's gone and see if we have time to go visit the moon. All right, guys, let's go head off to the moon. I don't know if I said DirectX 12 or 11 or well, I don't know what I said, but I meant DirectX 11 for whatever I said. But yeah, let's go ahead over to the moon here. I did go ahead and add a few thrusters down here on the bottom. You can see I added 4 of those tier 3 small thrusters up on the front right there. Just, you kind of see it right below the drill up there, the middle drill. So hopefully that will allow us to land on the moon. That's kind of my idea here. So how fast are we going? Oh, we're going pretty fast. Yikes. All right. It's interesting. It's like the moon has biomes. Look at that. I wonder if those are lunar mares. Yeah, I wonder if they're basalt. Oh, would that be amazing? And here we are. I'm just slowing us down. I think these thrusters are going to be able to handle this. I really do. Yeah. This is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let's see here. So we're not at the full lunar G's quite yet. So let's see. Are you guys... Okay, so it's holding us in place. It's holding us in place. Look at that crater, guys. Look at this crater. It's amazing. That crater is amazing. Oh, look at you. The craters on the moon are incredible. So this right here, I think, is maximum G's that we're going to have from the moon. So let's see here. Real test. And it is holding us up here. Now, of course, I don't know if we start mining and that kind of stuff. If, we get really heavy, if that will make us sink or what. But, oh, man. I wonder if these little dark spots right here, if that's ores. Probably. I'd imagine it probably is. Let's go ahead and land. How about not in that crater right there? Let's go ahead and just land right here. Actually, I have a... Oh, I'm not seeing any ores on here. So it's not actually telling me that there's ores or anything around. Because I do have an ore detector on here, so it would tell me. So I don't think these are dark ore spots. Let's go ahead and jump off here. So... Oh, and I can fly with my jetpack. I can fly with my jetpack. Yay! Look at us. We have footprints, guys. We have footprints down on the moon. Look at that. Look at that. I am Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin. I could be Shepard and start playing some golf on here. Yeah, I need a golf club. I need a golf club. Someone, please hurry up. Oh my gosh. We're going to have a moon golf course. That would be amazing. A lunar golf course. Yeah, we got to set one up over here. Okay, guys. So we'll be back next episode. I don't know what we're going to... I might do a little bit of mining around the moon, just kind of exploring and that kind of stuff, and I'll bring you guys back to show you anything that I see amazing over here. But I want to continue working on our lunar belt station. I think that would be really, really cool. But yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everyone. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Good there, buddy. Bevo here. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Welcome back to Space Engineers, everyone. So, alright guys, I am currently out here mining on a ship that I've already thrown up on the Steam Workshop, and I've already noticed that quite a few people have already downloaded and started playing with it. It is amazing. I am so happy with this ship right here. It's so cool. This is my new mining ship. I call it my lunar belt miner. So it mines that nothing blew up. So yeah, so it takes the damage for the blocks. So that way I didn't lose any of my miners, so my grinders. So isn't that cool? And then it goes ahead and recharges it right here, with the power. So power just go ahead and recharges the shields. So yeah, it's all good to go. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's what these little blocks right here are. That's a shield block right there. I have two of them. And you only have to rename one of the shield things. And you're good to go. So that's the one other thing I should have mentioned is you do have to rename one of the shield blocks to, let's see, where is it? Right here? Like this? Just go ahead and rename one of the shields to that right there. The other asteroid belts around the moon. And it is, check this out, check this out, check this out. Okay, so I jump in here. This is a brand new cockpit. This is a modded cockpit that we're using that has LCD screens that is showing me exactly the percentage of my shields right down there. And then up here, it's showing me how many ores I have in there. So you can see it has like the stone is actually going down. You can't see that right there. The uranium, I have, almost 100 tons of uranium. I have 58 tons of platinum in here and some ice, which the ice is actually in my seat. In my seat, there's actually a oxygen generator in my seat, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm happy with it. But let me go ahead and real quickly kind of show you how the shields work. So we have I do run with default arguments for my TIM programmable blocks, but I just did run for the shield one. So there's that. And then I go ahead and just throw a timer right there. And then I go ahead and start it. So boop, and everything was good to go. Oh, and the one other thing, the LCD, like how I decided like which LCD it was, I have to rename the LCD to Shield LCD right here. I don't think I have to rename any of these. It's just this one right here where the name is the Shield LCD. And so that's how it knows which LCD to go ahead and put that on. And yeah. So the shields is really cool. They basically, it allows me to go ahead and ding up my ship. So, like I can go ahead and run into stuff. And let's see here. There we go. You see there? You see how the shields went down, right? But I didn't programmable blocks in here. 2 programmable blocks on this miner. One is TIM, that's our inventory management. And the other one is Shield LCD, right? So I just go ahead and rename, well, I don't think I actually need to rename the programmable block here. I just named it Shield LCD so I know what it is. And then I went ahead and, of course, I did the normal thing. I just went ahead and turned on this little script right here, which you can go ahead and grab from the Steam Workshop, of course. You'll have to add the Shield mod, right? And then the HUD graphics, which is another mod that's right there. So you go ahead and add those, do OK, and all that kind of good stuff. Check code, remember, and exit, and you're good to go. Now, to go ahead and start using it, I just went ahead and set the timer regular actions, right? I went with run instead of run with default.